Hello, friends. Happy Monday. And guess where I am today? I'm not at school. I'm at my house today. So we're gonna do our class from Teacher Sue's house today. And do you notice what's behind me? It's my Christmas tree. How do you like it? I really like my Christmas tree this year. We went and cut it down, and it was a lot of fun. It was a cold morning, and we went and we got our saw, and we found the perfect tree, and we cut it down and brought it home to our house. And so there it is behind me. So I thought we could do some fun things with my Christmas tree today, okay? So you'll find out more about that. But it's a beautiful morning, and I hope you had a nice weekend. I'm ready for a good week, and this is our last week of school, and then we're gonna have a break for a little while until the next time we come back to school. It's gonna be January, a new month, a new year, 2021. So that will be an exciting day. All right, so why don't we kick off our time together by talking about our new letter for this week. So last week, I'll show you the letter for last week. It was a K. K is for key, key. So this was our letter for last week. So this week, after K comes L. L is for lion, lion. Can you think of another word that starts with an L? Lips. Lips. Can you touch your lips? They start with an L. What else starts with an L? Let's see. How about, well, do you have any friends that have a name that starts with an L? Like Lorna or Laura? Well, maybe when we're back at school and I have my whiteboard, I can write down some L words. But in the meantime, why don't you see if you can think of some, okay? All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is go over to my Christmas tree, and we're gonna do a little bit of counting. So I'm gonna hold up a number, and then we're gonna go find that many ornaments to count, okay? So we're gonna start with a small number. Our first number is what number is that? It's a 2. Okay, we're gonna go to find 2 things to count, okay? So I'm gonna take you over to the Christmas tree with me. We're gonna move, all right? Here we go. And here's the tree. Let's find 2 ornaments to count. All right, we're gonna count. Here's a heart. This is the first one. 1, and a mitten. 2. That was pretty easy. 1, 2. Okay, why don't we, let's see, how about, should we count 5 things? Can we do it? I think we can. You're all pretty good counters. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna move to a different part of the tree. We can see some different ornaments. Let's go over here. Oh, I see a snowman. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, there's a Santa Claus. 4 and 5. 5 ornaments. Good job counting. Okay, so we did some fun counting. Why don't we now, actually before we move on, let me find a number 5 to show you. We counted 5, didn't we? 5 ornaments. 5. Why don't you try going over to your Christmas tree if you have one and see if you can count 5 ornaments, okay? and then you can tell me about it later. All right. So, next thing we're going to do, we're going to look for some different colors on the tree. Okay, so I think I can find something red on the tree. Should we go look? Okay, I'm going to bring my colors with me. Let's go back over to the tree. All right. Let's find something red. Ooh, I see something red. Do you see that little stocking? That's red. Okay, let's see. What's our next color going to be? How about yellow? Do you think we can find something that's yellow? Let's see. I'm going to go around. Oh, I do see some yellow. Do you see my snowman? Can you see my snowman? Let me see. Look at his hat. Do you see some yellow? Yellow. Okay. All right. So we found red and yellow. How about, ooh, I bet I can find some green. Let's take a look. Where's something green? Let's see. Oh, you know what I see that's green? I see a light. Do you see that light? It's a green light. Okay. All right. So it's kind of fun to use the Christmas tree to do some learning, isn't it? You know what would be fun is for you to go to your Christmas tree, if you have one, and count and see how many different colors you have on your tree. I bet you have a lot. Yeah, because there's a lot of different things on the tree, so that means a lot of different colors. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is read a story. And this story is called Snowman Magic. Ooh, I wonder what kind of magic it is. Let's see, I'm going to move over a little bit. Okay. So let's see who the author is. It's Katherine Teppan. That's the person who wrote the book. That's the author. And the illustrator, they're the person who drew the pictures, is Brandon Dorman. And you can always find that information at the bottom of the book, sometimes up here. But this book is called Snowman Magic. Okay. It had been snowing all day. Snowing, snowing, snowing. George was bored. There was no school, so he needed something to do. He kept looking out the window. Would it ever stop? Are you hoping we get some snow? I am. The next morning, the sun was shining. When George looked out the windows, everything was a brilliant white. The snow was so bright, it was almost hard to look at. If he squinted, he could see it was very deep, and it had drifted high against the slope in his backyard. They have a lot of snow. Look at that. George put on his warm socks and his snow pants and his flannel shirt. He wanted to get warm, didn't he? Then he put on his snow jacket, his boots, his mittens, and his hat. He was ready. Does he look warm and cozy? Do you have boots too at your house to keep you warm? And a hat? Outside, the air smelled clean and cold. George plunged into the snow. It was fluffy but crunchy too. He made a snowball and threw it against a tree. It was very, very quiet. Have you ever noticed that? When it snows, it gets really quiet outside. It's a special time. George took some snow and packed it into a small ball. Then he started rolling the ball in the snow. The ball got bigger and bigger. When the ball got too heavy to roll, he stopped rolling it near the bottom of the slope. Then he started rolling a medium-sized ball. He put it on top of the big ball. Finally, he made a small ball for the top. So he has a big ball, a medium-sized ball, and now he has a small ball he's getting ready to put on the top. George went inside the house and found a scarf in the closet and a carrot in the refrigerator. In the old days, his mother told him people used to have pieces of coal and use them to make eyes. But there wasn't any coal in George's house, so he found 2 buttons and brought them outside with the scarf and the carrot. What do you think he's going to do with the carrot and the scarf? What do you think he might do? Any ideas? He carefully pushed the buttons into the small ball near the top. He stuck the carrots in the center. He found a few small twigs and used them to make a mouth. He wrapped the scarf between the top ball and the middle ball, and he found 2 branches to stick into the sides of the middle ball. It was a perfect snowman. Look at that. He used a carrot for the nose. He used some twigs for the mouth. And for the eyes, I think he used stalks. Is that right? Let's see. Oh, they're buttons. He used buttons to make the eyes. And he wrapped his scarf around the snowman's neck. George turned his head. He thought he saw the snowman smiling at him. Smiling at him? Could it be? Time for a snack, said George. He went inside the house and got 2 mugs of hot chocolate and some cookies. He put them on the snow table. Would you like something to eat? George asked. I can't drink hot chocolate, the snowman said, but a cookie would be nice. Do you think he's surprised that the snowman is talking? It was magic. After their snack, George made a cave, funneling deep into the slope. He piled up snowballs at the entrance, and then he threw a couple at the snowman. The snowman made some snowballs and threw them back at George. His long branch arms helped him throw the snowballs very far. It was hard to say who won the fight, but it was still fun. Did anybody see my kitty? You see my kitty over there? Look at that. She's sitting in the sunshine. Her name is Sophie. Do you have a cat or a dog at your house? All right. The snowman chased George around the yard, and then George chased the snowman. The snowman couldn't move that fast, so it was easy for George to sneak up on him. It was starting to get dark. George didn't want to go inside, but his mother was calling him. Goodbye, snowman, he said. I will see you tomorrow. George thought he heard the snowman say, good night. The next day it was warmer. The sun was even brighter and the snowman was shrinking. Was it melting? The snow was melting. George played with him all day, but he could tell the snowman didn't have quite the same energy. He's starting to get a little tippy, isn't he? He's starting to melt. Then it was Monday. George had to go to school. It was another bright, warm day. When he came home, the snowman was almost gone. The scarf and the carrot and the buttons had slid down. He could hardly recognize the snowman. The cave had collapsed too, and the snow table had melted. Oh, how do you think he's feeling right now? Let's look at his face. Does he look happy or sad? What do you think? I think he might be sad. His friend the snowman melted. The next morning, George looked out the window. It was snowing. Snowing, snowing, snowing. He couldn't wait to build his snowman again. Is his friend the snowman going to come back again? He's going to build him back up, right? That was a good story. I hope you all like that. All right. Well, I think that is going to be the end of our time together today. I hope that you enjoyed the story about the snowman and seeing my Christmas tree and my kitty and counting some ornaments with me. So I will probably be back to school, I hope, on tomorrow for our Zoom class. If not, I will see you here again. All right, have a good rest of the day, and I will talk to you soon.